Yo, 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 look where we're at. We're in my basement. It's Christmas Day and my husband was very anxious to set up my plant space for me, and I utilized his muscles. And the shelves are downstairs. Mom's moving around the wine cabinet because now we have to move around the kitchen because I brought all my plants down. Well, I didn't bring the plants down yet. That's why I started recording now. But the plant shelves are down. The glass is not even in them. Our little kitchenette moved on this side. So if you see this little thing here, this is where we keep like our microwave and like our food. This is our little dining area. Y'all, I got a crock pot for Christmas for my brother-in-law, my mother-in-law. Love you guys. Here is my fake olive tree, which I love this thing. And I'm so happy that that's like in frame because I think it looks so cute. But anyway, I just set this up because I wanted to like see how filming would be. I'm at my new desk space, which I'll give you like a little tour once it's all set up. But I thought I'd start recording now and just do like a little time lapse of me setting my shelves up again, even though you just saw me set them up upstairs. Hey, I talked about it in the last video about how I was eventually gonna move it, and it's happening. So, okay, let's get into it and see how much energy I have at the end of this. Oh man. Peace. Well, 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 look who forgot to hit record. This is the story of my life. I got so into setting my shelves up that I didn't hit record. I'm gonna actually shut the lights off so you can see what it looks like without those lights on, but she's all set up and we're gonna have a little plant tour. This video's taking a turn. All right, hold on one second. Wow, what a difference. Can you imagine if they didn't have lights? This is the importance of grow lights, guys. If you are just getting into plant collecting and you have a decent sized collection, or maybe you have a few plants and you're in a basement, you need grow lights because these canisters overhead are not giving off very much light at all. And as you can see, they're kind of in the dark back there. So yeah, grow lights are essential. And we're gonna take a deeper look at my plants and how I set up my shelves, and I am loving it. All right, let's go. Here it is. Look at her. So I set up my plants here. Let me do this. I set up my plants here behind my desk, and this area is like our little kitchenette area. So let me show you. This setup is just like some plates and stuff. Then we have the microwave, the fridge, and the deep freezer, and some snacks. But I'm gonna do something different with this too, so more to come. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's check out the plants. Okay, I kind of like how it's looking with the lights on, so I'm gonna leave the lights on for this tour actually. We'll start on this shelf here, and then I'll give you the top shelf at the end. But this is my Syngonium elbow. I have another piece propagating in my prop box like I showed you guys last week. Little squirrel hanging out there. He's cute. There's a new leaf coming out and she's about to open up. I'm excited to see what that looks like. I didn't really organize my shelves by genus this time. I kind of just put them together however I thought looked aesthetically pleasing. Most of my cactus are on the second shelf here, so that works. But anyway, my Hoya and my leafier aeroids are kind of mixed up, to preface. All right, here's my Hoya Finlaysonii. Look at the sun stress on this gal, like the purple leaves. I moved it a little bit further away from the light so it won't be as sun stressed. But she's cute. I think it might have mites because there's some like knobbier growth in there. I don't know if you can see that. It's not really focusing. Oh, there we go. So I don't know, I gotta check it with the microscope. I gotta check a lot of my Hoya with the microscope, but we'll do that later. This is my Hoya siltepecana. I really love the markings on this plant, and this top leaf here is a brand new leaf. Look at how gorgeous that is. Ooh, I love it so much. It's got a runner going up on the wall there. Might put off some new foliage pretty soon. Then we have my string of hearts, my variegated string of hearts. Let's move this here. I'm still learning how to film in this light, you guys, so bear with me. It's nighttime. Kind of not really that full up there, just kind of one strand here. It's whatever. It's growing. These are new leaves down here, so I'm just like, I'll be happy with it, whatever it does. My Hoya melodithii, the veins on this gal is so cool. I love it, but it has that knobby growth. So I'm pretty convinced it has flat mites. I don't know, we'll see. I have some cuttings of my bipenifolium here, which is ready to be repotted. Like, look at those roots. There we go, look at those roots. Well, it's pretty hefty. I just been lazy, haven't done it yet. This is my Florida philodendron back here, which is really healthy. It's got some new growth it's putting out in the back there. I kind of love this plant. My Hoya wyetii is gorgeous as well. I love the dark edges on this plant. Most of my Hoya are in leca as well. I guess I should say that. I have a few in soil, but most are in leca. Then I have a piece of a snake plant propagating here, which has even more roots. I feel like this is probably ready to be potted as well. There's a good amount of roots on there. Snake plants are pretty resilient, and I think it'll be just fine. Okay, let's see what's on this next shelf. This is some cactus. So let's go over here to this shelf. I have my Alocasia Maharani. I didn't think that this was gonna like hold up very well after seeing it last week and it being so underwatered. I thought it was gonna be pretty in bad shape, but there's actually some new growth coming in there. So I'm excited. The underside of these leaves is so beautiful too. I love this plant so much. I hope that the mic's not picking up on this gloriosum leaf. It keeps hitting it. Sorry about that. My Hoya polyneura is in soil and has 2 new leaves coming in up top here. So that's quite exciting. I love how this just has like a fishtail look, which I believe its nickname is a fishtail Hoya. I'm pretty sure. My longleaf villosa is here, and it has quite a long runner that's going somewhere. I think it's going behind this Pilea peperomoides, but hopefully it'll start to get some more leaves because it only has these 5 now, but it has a very long runner with little baby leaves, so I'm hoping it does something soon. My Pilea peperomoides is here, which I kind of like it here. Then I have my micans here, which it has some sun stress leaves. It lost a few leaves in the, you know, my non-watering phase a couple weeks ago, but it perked back up right after I gave it some water, so it's looking pretty good. Okay, on this shelf we have some cacti. So there's some old man cactus back there. We have a silver sword. They really benefit from these grow lights tremendously, especially this time of year. And I usually have them on some heat mats, but as you can see, I put my heat mats away for the winter. And oddly enough, the reason I did that was because it's actually pretty warm down here. Downstairs gets like the brunt of the heat because the furnace is down here. They're getting quite a bit of heat down here. So I'm gonna put the grow mats back on in summer because that's when we have our air blasting. So it gets a little colder down here. I know it's kind of backwards because it's winter right now, but trust me, it makes sense. This is my Gasteria, little warty. There's like some leaves that I could probably pop off here, but there's some new growth in the center. These are pretty hardy. This is a old lady cactus, which I love this one so much. It's like a perfect barrel. And then we have a Turk's cap cactus here. That is a saguaro skeleton that I got in Arizona when I visited. Isn't this cool? Let's see if I can get, look at that. It's so cool. I love these things so much. I can't remember what it's called, but maybe it is just a saguaro skeleton. I thought it had a name. I'm not sure, but I love it, even though like the trypophobia is kind of getting to me. Apologies to those who truly have like severe trypophobia. Okay, this is a Leonardus, I can't pronounce that and my label's broken, marginatus. This one is a spiralis, which I kind of love. You can kind of see it spiraling from the top a little bit. That is my Pachapodium Madagascar palm, which I don't know if you remember from last week, but I plucked all the leaves off because they were pretty much dying. And it has 2 little baby ones left up top, which those will probably fizzle out as well. Then we have another type of barrel cactus up there. Not sure what it is. I kind of like the levels that I've created here. Like I have that one on a candlestick, so it's kind of elevated. Different textured pots here with some ceramic art pieces and just different heights here. I really like how I designed this shelf. This is a horse crippler cactus. I don't even really want to know why they call it that. It's a type of a barrel cactus, but I'm assuming because when they grow in the wild, horses don't see them and then they step on them and it cripples them, which is awful. I'm gonna pretend I don't know what that means. This is a golden snake cactus, which is, look at the, it is just fierce. Over on this shelf is more cacti and succulents. This is my jade, which I got from a friend and it is doing so well. Like it's beautiful. Tons of new growth up top here. I'm so happy. I can't wait for that to get like huge. My obesas are hanging out. This one, what is this called? Is there a label on here? It just says cactus. Doesn't it figure? I'm not sure what this is, but it's got like a silvery kind of tint to it. I'm not really sure what it is. I'll have to look it up. This is a, what is your name? Sorry, I'm not even paying attention to where I'm recording. Wingpod purslane. I cut all of the dead foliage off and look at it, like came back to life after I watered it. So I'm glad I didn't toss this plant out because it's doing pretty good. Another barrel cactus there. This is an aloe I just got for Christmas. I have some Jacob's. Okay, my battery died. Classic. This is my Jacob's coat. And this is some type of Ceres. What is it? Stenoceras thurbii, which it almost doesn't fit underneath the shelf. Sorry, that's really bright. Almost doesn't fit under there. So we might have to reassess that situation. This is a tubiflora back there. I'm like in the jungle here. Tubiflora. This is my mom's elephant bush that I'm trying to bring back to life because it had a lot of dying leaves. Can we focus? Thanks. She's cute though still. It's my Hoya australis, which lost a lot of leaves over the past like year or so, but I'm now noticing that some leaves are starting to come in, like there's new growth on it. But I'm gonna check it for mites, of course. My Hoya macrophylla is definitely ready to be potted up. Look at those roots. She's cute. It's only 1 leaf, but I'm gonna pot it up soon, probably in some leca. This is my rotundifolia. I gave it some water. The leaves kind of straightened out somewhat. Some are still curly. I have to repot it. This is just too small of a pot, even though it's really cute and I like how it looks there. I have to repot it. Okay, before we go on the other shelf, let me show you this. I got this from Modern Sprout, this light stand. It's really cute. I don't even know what this cactus is, you guys, to be honest. But it looks so cool in here. I love it. I love how it lights up this corner. And then I put my fern down here, but I might move it. There's no new growth in the center, so I'm kind of thinking that it might die, but it's all right. It's getting light from like the side there. Not really. It's pretty dark down there, but it's all right. I just put it there because I didn't know where to put it, but I might move it. My fake olive tree is here. Corner's a little dark. Okay, on this shelf, we have a Eldrechiae in there, and this used to be on my desk. It actually has its own grow light, but the grow light broke. So I emailed the company, and I'm waiting for them to get back to me because it shouldn't have broke. Like, I don't know what's going on with it. So I don't even have it plugged in. It's just in leca and water there. So I might move that. I'm not sure. This is my Alocasia dragon, which I think that this is the only leaf that's left on it that's nice. The other one is just not doing that great, but that's okay. This is my cute little Shepherdii from Pam's Pretty Plants, which is just really wonky and cute. I love that plant. My Pubicalix has a bunch of new growth on it. This plant's doing really well. It's got some runners too, so I know it's gonna put out a bunch of foliage, probably pretty quickly. My gray ghost is back there. That's my apple leaf Dischidia, which I also feel like I need to repot that plant. My Hoya Rebecca is actually flowering, and there's the bloom right there. Can we focus? Let's focus. Oh, come on. Not opened, but it will. I kind of want to like balance it on something so it can hang. There we go. Right on my Mirabella splash. These leaves are so weird. This plant's doing pretty good. I like how dark the foliage is and how like skinny the leaves are. That's my Obovata Splash. Probably has flat mite. Gotta get it fixed up. This is a piece of my, oh, I can't remember what plant that is. Shoot. What are you from? I had this plant in that other pot. Shoot, now I can't remember. If I remember when I'm editing this, I'll put it on the screen. But I'm trying to root it in water. It's not doing that great. I might end up moving this to my grow box once I get my varicosum out of there. But we'll see. This is my Hoya Callistophylla, which is doing really well. I really like these leaves so much. They're so cool looking. It's very prehistoric. My Hoya Bertoni, Bertoni is cute. It's not really putting out any new growth, but it's doing okay. Have my variegated Hoya compacta, which that's the last leaves that it put out, and it hasn't put out anything new in quite some time, but I am seeing some teeny tiny leaves on there. You probably can't even see it. And then my Hoya compacta is here. Then on the bottom shelf, I do have my grow box, which I might put a mat there, like a heat mat, just to have that sitting on. And then we have a couple other plants down here. There's my Carnosa Stardust back there. It's a little darker down here. That's my Syndapsis Moonlight. We have another Obovata Splash that has a very long runner that like goes all the way over there, which has flat mite. Like I already know it does. I have my String of Pearls from Natalie. She made that for me. We have a Syngonium here that's not doing too well. Ooh, it's not doing that great. And then my Crimson Princess, which is always doing well. All right, so this is my Siltepecana. She's looking really good. I love this plant. It's so underrated. We have my ZZ Raven up there. Almost doesn't fit. My Anthurium Queen, which is much hardier since I gave it some water. It's a lot less floppy. I have a blue myrtle cactus there that's very leggy that almost doesn't fit up there that I might move. My Monstera Brandy right next to it. Then we have my Gloriosum, which are doing really well. That leaf finally opened all the way up and it's beautiful. I have my little orchid that I got as a gift for my birthday from Jay and Mia. And then I have this Gloriosum, and it has a brand new leaf coming in. Where is it? Oh, right there. Being blocked. It's going to be pretty. And then here is my Satin Pothos, another underrated plant. The markings on this plant are so gorgeous, and it's such an easy care plant. And that's pretty much it. And that's my whole setup down here. And I think it looks so cute. I really, really love it. I have another area here that has my cactus. Let me turn this on so you can see it. Oh, wow. It's so bright. Oh my gosh. This is what happens with lighting. I'm not the best with lighting. But this is pretty cute. It's just like I have all my plant stuff in there. So this is what was in between my shelves before. I laid it on its side, and I just have my little whiteboard here. This is my cactus here. I have my Rhaphidophora Hyae here, which is looking great since I gave it some water. And then I have some Euphorbia here, which are pretty tall. And that's me in Arizona up against a big swirl. I wasn't touching it, I promise. But I think it looks cute there. And these are taller plants that obviously don't fit on my shelves, but I'm also kind of providing them some extra light here as well. This is not finished, this area, but I kind of moved my thing over there that I had behind my desk before. My desk is here, and then I have a plant there, my Aglaonema, that I did water after last week's cleaning. I don't know how I feel about it there, but it's all right for now. So then when I'm sitting here, I can film with all my plants behind me. And I love it so much. And then right in here is a slop sink area where I'll eventually set up a table probably on that side. And then I'll have like my Plantfolio that I can put on the sink. And I can just do my plant chores right at the slop sink, I call it. Guys, Jay bought me a Dyson for Christmas and I could not be happier. I'm so excited about that freaking vacuum. Anyway. So pretty excited about this because I can kind of turn this into a plant station, and that could be a whole other video in and of itself. Like I can see myself putting some shelves there, and then maybe on this side putting some shelves like for some plant stuff, maybe like fertilizers and whatnot. But I'm pretty excited about that. I'm thinking of also attaching a hose to this sink so I can have a sprayer so that I can like spray my plants down if I need to. And that's it, guys. I apologize for looking like a wreck as I do in every video, but I wasn't expecting to spend this Christmas day reorganizing my basement. We kind of do this every year though, because we don't celebrate Christmas on Christmas Day. We're Christmas Eve type people. You know, the kids are with their other parents on Christmas Day, and it's just like me, Jay, and my mom and Ted here. And Ted's kind of on, you know, watching football. My mom's kind of cleaning up after the party we had yesterday a little bit. And we're just kind of exhausted from all the socializing of last night. So we sleep in. I made some cinnamon rolls this morning, and we had leftover ham sandwiches for lunch. I had ham and eggs, actually. It was delicious. I just kind of came down here, and Jay was moving some stuff around in his office because he's bored, and I'm like, is today the day? And it took him to move the kitchen set out and put it over there for me to be like, okay, this is happening. And we did it. We did it all within a couple hours, and I'm kind of shocked. My mom and my stepdad helped me bring all my plants down because, of course, Mia's not here on a day I need her to help me move all the plants downstairs, of course. But it's nice. It was nice to have the extra set of hands and the muscles, and I did it, and I'm so excited that I did because now I can record more, and I can go into the new year right, starting off right, recording down in my space, and I'm excited about it. I'm going to do a little bit more stuff with my desk. I might hang a few shelves, so I'll definitely show you all of that once I get this area finished. We'll do like a little desk office tour, I guess. It's my office, right? But anyways, I hope everybody had a great holiday, and New Year's Eve is, when you're watching this, New Year's Eve will be tomorrow. So have a happy new year, and I thank you guys all for being here with me this past year. It was a little bit of a challenging year, some ups and downs, and I'm really looking forward to a 2023 and hopefully really good health, a prosperous 2023, and a happy 2023. I'm excited to see what it brings, actually. So, and I'll see you guys next year. Bye, guys. Oh, baby, all I want for Christmas is a new plant room. You, baby. There's a new leaf. My Aglaonema has a new leaf. Look. My cheeks are red. Oh, I love how that table looks. Cheers to being done. A year done. A year done. All right, we did it. Yay us.